Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to replace your low pressure fuel sensor in your N54 motor. So right here we have our Bosch low pressure fuel pump sensor and we gotta throw it in the car. So let's get to the engine bay over here. So our low pressure fuel pump sensor is probably going to be underneath the intake area right here. So what we need to do is take out the charge pipe. If you have stock turbos, you have to take out whatever situation you got going on right here. You probably have a box if you don't have upgraded dual cone intakes. And if you have dual cone intakes, just take those out. So after you take out your intake, you have to take out this clip here and you'll be able to disconnect your charge pipe from your throttle body. Next, you're going to want to disconnect your T-map sensor. Next, you want to take off your line that's connected to your blow-off valve that goes to the intake manifold. Since I have a stage 3 low pressure fuel pump, I'm going to want to disconnect my little bung that is connected to my charge pipe to show when I'm over a certain PSI to kick on the second pump. Next thing you're going to want to do is take off the clamp for the back side of the charge pipe. Alright, so with everything disconnected, we should be able to take off the charge pipe. I'm going to disconnect this line here too, just to make sure I can pick it straight out. Alrighty, so we got the charge pipe out. Yours might be a little less difficult being that I have a single turbo and I had to relocate my expansion tank over here for the coolant. Alrighty, so now let's get the throttle body off. There is 4 of these bolts, 2 up here on top and then 2 on the bottom. Alright, so now that all the bolts are out, we're going to take off the fuel line back here that is connected to the throttle body. You just pinch the 2 tabs and it should disconnect. Alright, now that we got this line taken off from this bung here, then we can take off the connection. Alright, now that's all disconnected, now you can take out your throttle body. Alright, so we're going to want to take out this box right here. To do that, it has like 2 little tabs here, and then you can like slide it down. I'll show you. So hopefully you can see it a little bit better with the light and everything. So sometimes you need a screwdriver in here, sometimes you don't. I'm pretty sure last time I did this, I just pulled on it and she dropped out. And then down in here you can actually see the low pressure fuel pump. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Here, let me get this out of the way. Because that little thing right there, if I could get this to focus, right there. Oh, yeah, that thing. So what we'll do is, I think it's a 24mm wrench. If I don't have that, I'll use a little monkey wrench to get on there. I do have a 24, but I think it might be too long. I don't know. Alright, that wasn't on there too tight. I could probably get it with my fingers now. Like literally only had should put a little bit of pressure on it. Before you actually try to take it off, you probably want to disconnect it first. I was able to disconnect her. What I had to do is twist it a little bit and then pry it out. But now I shoved a little rag in there because it started spewing a little bit of fluids. But now I can untwist it with my hand and take her out. Here she is. Alright, so here's our old fuel pressure sensor. I'll show you what I did to get this off. Alright, so what I did to take this off is I twisted it a little bit, not to pinch the wires or anything, but just so I could get the a little bit of my screwdriver in there, and I pulled this up and I used my other finger to pull the wire out at the same time. So here's both of our sensors. This one is brass, this is the one that came with the car, and this one's aluminum. I have some O-rings, so I'm gonna put a new one on there. The one that I bought from FCP Euro actually did not come with one. Alright, got our new O-ring on there, so it's time to install her onto the car. Alrighty, we have our new fuel pump sensor. Gonna thread it in there. And just tighten it up a tad bit, not like super tight. I'm gonna just tighten it up the same amount that I released it with, which was not a lot. Oh my land, huh? Is this bigger? This is bigger. I'll get my little wrenchy on here. Now we can plug our sensor in with the wire that we disconnected. I got it plugged in. I just had to move this box a little bit. But okay, now we can put it in our box. All good. Take out a rag. I'm going to clean up the intake a little bit with a newer microfiber to make sure I don't have any crap going in there. And then we can throw in the throttle body. It's basically just putting everything in there the opposite way you took it out. Ready? You want to take your throttle body here, get the wire that plugs into it, make sure she's actually in there, and then take your tube here, plug it in, and then we should be able to bolt it up. Alright, now that the throttle body's in, now I can chuck in the charge pipe in here and plug everything up that goes to my charge pipe, like my low pressure fuel pump sensor that goes all the way to the back, and also my T-map sensor. You want to throw in your retaining clip, throw in your little thing for your blow-off valve, then I have to tighten up this 10 mil for the charge pipe, and then she'll be all buttoned up, I'm pretty sure. Tight. Alrighty, so that's how you install a low pressure fuel pump sensor on your N54 powered vehicle. So make sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and also subscribe for more content like this. If you want this wrap, I'll have a link down in the description. You can order it from there. And also I'll put a link down for the low pressure fuel pump sensor in the description as well. See you guys next time.